So this is the Christos Beest Tarot, 64 cards. It's an uncompleted deck. You need 65 cards to make a traditional Sinister Tarot deck. But I think I've figured a way to make it workable here. And I think there's a lot of fucking weird parallels here too. So that's the court cards all laid out. With 3 missing court cards. It's the Moose of Pentacles and the 2 Magnus cards for wands and swords. Notice there's some fucking patterns here already in the cards that are here. I'm gonna point them out to you. But anyways, so it comes with these 3 alternate cards. 2 go to the Major Arcana, and 1 here's the Warrior of Swords. Alternate of that. See, we're missing the Magnus of Swords. So, the Warrior of Swords becomes the Magnus of Swords. And there's 1 card here with the female on it. It's got a male there up 2 underneath, but you see the female clearly. So put her there as the Moose of Pentacles. If you can see, it's actually another pattern that appears there as well. The light's pretty bad, but yeah, I think you get it. And that will leave Weird as the Magnus of Wands. More patterns. Nudity. Nudity. So with that kind of working out, I got to thinking, what about the aces? Those are supposed to represent the base elements. So we got these Sappho cards here, but there's 5 of them. Well, there's 5 elements too. Quintessence. Sappho 5. So let's put that one to the side. It's quintessence. And then these could be the aces. Well, this is kind of how I decided to lay them out. According to suits. Well, that's just kind of how I feel they fit in best. So, it's kind of where it gets interesting, because now to make it fit, you gotta adapt a little bit. because we would need 24 more cards here to get the right number. But if you count the aces as being below the 1 to 7, and you count both the maidens and the warriors as 6 and 7, and still, they would be still court cards, we would end up having two extra out of that. 3, including our 5th element. So then I realized there's also another 5 cards that say Hypnagogue on them. So which one to take out? Well, this one is different. It says salt. So put it there as an extra. And then these ones could be our 2s or our 1s, whichever way you want to do that. Because you could also just make the maidens 7 and go aces to 7. And so you just have, yeah. But then there's these cards to go through. And this end of season 1 suggests it should be in a set, but there's only the one. So I would think that'd be the one you take out here and add here. And then you got a set of 3 cards. Salt, mercury, sulfur. And then so, just get these out of the way. Now this part I don't really got figured out too much. Where you'd want to set these, what suits you'd want to set these. But I've been able to split them into what I see as some more patterns here. And I guess you could select the rest of these to finish up your suits. Patterns here I recognize is in the writings. These 4 only have one word. These 4 are the landscape pictures. And those ones have a shorter description than the ones here at the bottom. So I think each set of those 4s could be used as, say, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then your maiden would be 7s. Or you would skip the Sapphos, the aces, and you would start with the Hypnagogues as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then your maidens and warriors would be 6s and 7s. And then plus you would have these 3 extra alchemical cards. I don't know, I think it fits pretty good.